Karl Marx wrote a famous essay called On the Jewish Question, which was at the time the real question in Europe. Do we allow them to assimilate into our societies? What about the Jews who refuse to assimilate? Do we keep them in the ghettos? In this essay, he identifies Jews with two things that we view as virtues, but the rest of the world views as vices. He identified them with selfishness and with capitalism. And he said the Jews fuel capitalism, they're behind capitalism, and that is their great sin. The left thinks that financiers and capitalists are exploiters, paper shufflers, they don't have a productive function, sinful activities, both based on Christianity and on Marxism. So he made this association in people's mind, which you still get today. He says the problem with the Christian world is that it's become Jewish. And what does it mean that it's become Jewish? It's become capitalist and self-interested. There's a school of historians in Israel called the post-Zionists, revisionist historians, who went back and rewrote Israeli history to make Israel the bad guys and the Palestinians the good guys. And they are very prominent, particularly among those who love Hamas. They dominated the history department in Israel for a while. And there are a lot of people who have figured out the path to glory or to fame, and they're going to exploit it as much as they can. Finkelstein is certainly one of them. A man who hates himself, an evader, who has figured out that he's got a unique niche where he can be prominent. So he plays his parents are Holocaust survivors. I am Jewish and look at me. It shouldn't surprise us. How many economists do we know who are Marxists or people who hate America, even though they live here and they enjoy the freedoms that it still has? If you want to help change the world for the better, stop giving money to alma mater. You don't feed the enemy. You don't support the enemy. We need to fight the ideas